By adopting this resolution, the Council has demonstrated its commitment to the principle that there shall be no impunity for political assassinations in Lebanon or elsewhere. Those who killed Rafiq Hariri and so many others will be brought to justice.
So the UN is now going to investigate the death of Rafiq Hariri, who is, you heard Zalmi Khalilzad say, he's the former Prime Minister of Lebanon who was murdered, it is believed, a murder instigated by Syria last year. Now, the question is, you know, people are saying this is a big deal. Charles, is the UN doing this a big deal or not?
It is, because of our commitment here. It's an important commitment, a dangerous one, and it's late. It's late because the democratic wave in Lebanon crested 2 years ago. The UN investigation started back then. Syria was very weak. The Syrians were tossed out of Lebanon. But in the intervening 2 years, Syria's had a comeback. There's been a weakening of democracy in the area. We've been weakened in Iraq. Hezbollah's been strengthened in Lebanon. You've got Al-Qaeda in the Palestinian camps. The government is under attack.
In Lebanon?
In Lebanon. And this resolution is a way to have a trial of those who killed the opposition leader and a way of supporting the government. But the problem is the government is now a lot weaker. So we are committing ourselves here under Article 7 of the UN Charter,
we being the United States.
Means we and France and others, essentially the West. We're committing ourselves under Article 7, which means including the use of the military. And the question is, the Syrians are going to react to this because this trial will be about Syria. It'll be about Assad. It's going to be a way to try to indict him. And that's why Syria has resisted it. Syria is going to instigate more attacks and more terror and more Hezbollah threats. And ultimately, it'll come to a question, will America and France defend this government militarily, if it comes to that? And that's the open question.
Well, look, I think this is the UN doing something right for a change. And surprisingly, the Russians and the Chinese did not veto. They could have vetoed this. And it is an Article 7 move, which does involve the possibility of sanctions or, as Charles says, military intervention if that's necessary. So
what is exactly going to happen now as a result of this resolution?
There are people in jail. They've been in jail for months, including some Lebanese generals and security agents of the Syrian government who are.
So who's going to put them on trial?
The United Nations is going to have this tribunal. It's going to be it's going to be an international trial with a lot of dignity and international standing. The Syrians hate the idea. They're going to be exposed. I think this is it's a fabulous move, and if and when these people are convicted, it will put the onus on Syria where it belongs. And I think people like Nancy Pelosi will have to think twice about cozying up to the Syrians when they're finally convicted of having killed a leader of an opposition leader of a neighboring country.
Well, she should have known better in the first place. I mean, the UN investigators had already concluded that the Syrian government was not only responsible for the Hariri killing, but those of 14 other anti-Syrian Lebanese who were scholars and journalists and politicians. And Syria's gotten away with those. Syria has literally gotten away with murder and more than murder. We know that Syria is funneling Al-Qaeda killers into Iraq, and now they're doing it into Lebanon as well, funneling Al-Qaeda into there, and they've gotten away with it. And I think they believe they're going to get away with it again with this tribunal just by ignoring the tribunal, boycotting it. But the truth is that's not going to work. We'll see how the Western media covers this. I mean, this can be something of great importance, but it does need to have what's going on there telegraphed to the world, including Nancy Pelosi.
But Britt, justice requires a trial, but also a police that's going to enforce the verdict. And that's what's going to be at issue here. Syria is going to resist this. It's going to try to instigate new attacks in Syria, to destroy the government, in Lebanon, and bring it down, and ultimately destroy any effectiveness of this trial. And the issue for the United States and France is going to be, are we going to stand up when those challenges are issued, and when the terrorism increases, and when the government, a coup against it is going to be a plan, and that's going to happen.
Well, there's been an ongoing attempt to try to. Hezbollah has been demonstrating.
Right.
This Al-Qaeda connected terrorist group is waging war against the Lebanese army.
This will increase it.
Well, it will. It will. But so far, the West is holding together behind Senora's government.
That's it for the panel. But stay tuned because Tiger Woods was in town, and we'll find out about his ultimate ambition. And that's next.